I quit my job because of a toxic boss. I hope your boss is nothing like what I'm going to describe in this video. Hello everyone, Nages here. Thank you so much for all the kindness and support you showered me with after I posted my last video eons ago. It means the world to me. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing to see more videos on Iran, Persian language and me as an Iranian. Thank you. Today's topic. First, let me tell you what the job was like. I was a receptionist at this so-called 4-star hotel. I worked 8 hours a day, 6 days a week, and the salary was a little less than the legal minimum, which means there's no difference between your payment and that of a simple construction worker, which was at most 40 million rials, which, considering today's exchange rate between Iranian rial and US dollar, is around $139. You heard me right. I still needed a job and I had tried really hard to find it. So this toxic boss problem was really serious, or I wouldn't have quit. If your boss is anything like what I'm going to describe, chances are you too are dealing with a toxic boss. So, in no particular order, 1. He misses no chance for bitter sarcasm or mocking you in front of everyone else. For example, once I asked a simple question about something related to work, and instead of answering the question, he said, you know what, I think you should never ever start a business. 2. He's close to everyone else but super official towards you. As I've said before, there's a huge difference between formal Persian and informal Persian. The way he talked to me was different from the way he talked to everyone else. He was super official and even pedantic towards me and called me by my surname. But he called everyone else by their first names or even nicknames. So I began to feel a bit isolated very early on. 3. He gets angry when you're late, but is quite chill when everyone else is late. I'd see him joke when everyone else was late, which happened quite often, but when I was late for 10 minutes, which happened only once, he had this very angry look at the clock and then back at me. 4. He makes it crystal clear that your opinion doesn't matter. Once we were all discussing something and everyone was making comments. I said something. He looked me in the eye and said, "Ignore whatever she says altogether." God, I want to suffocate him. Sorry. 5. He considers harsher punishments for your mistakes compared to everyone else's mistakes. When everyone else made mistakes, he was quite chill about it and sometimes even joked about it. But when I made a mistake, any kind of mistake related to work, he would get visibly angry, yell at me in front of everyone, order a reduction in my salary, and once he even threw something my way. Yes, I did think about leaving the hotel at that very moment, but I needed a job, so the only thing I did was sobbing hysterically for 20 minutes in the ladies' room. And no, he never apologized for that. So, if you have any jerk repellent handy, please spray me with that abundantly. 6. His face lights up when everyone else arrives at the workplace, but barely raises his head to return your hello. And no extra explanation here. 7. He himself offers some help to everyone else when work is hectic, but tells everyone they're not allowed to help you. The amount of work and pressure at this job was incredible, and at some hours some of us really needed help. And whenever any of the staff members wanted to offer me help, it would stress me out, and I would emphasize that please do it with your own responsibility. 8. You begin to question yourself. Oftentimes I would wonder, have I done something really bad that I don't remember? Or have I ever disrespected him or anyone else here? Or am I not competent for this job? 9. Your colleagues too notice that he doesn't like you. Some colleagues would say,
"Please say something so that he picks on it for the next 40 minutes. That would be so much fun."
or
"He noticeably doesn't like you or pretty much anything you say, so please do yourself a favor and keep silent."
you feel stressed out all the time, especially when the boss is around. God, I'd feel anxious and my heart palpitated like crazy at busy hours, and I was always worried that I would make a really huge mistake, and all of these led to my decision for quitting the job. Bonus sign, which is 11, which I don't have enough fingers to show. Your name is Nargis and his bloody name is Nojan Hemmati.
Worst boss ever.
It's never easy to quit your job. Do so only when it's really intolerable and or is affecting your mental or physical health, or both. But when you do decide for quitting the job, do it bravely, maybe with a box of pastry, as I did, which really pissed some people off. And if you're an employer at any level of organizational hierarchy, it's not that difficult to avoid being mean, is it? Some employees might live their lives paycheck to paycheck, and your behavior might have direct consequences for their lives and whether they could eat. So please try to be a tad bit nicer, okay? I enjoyed talking to you all, and thank you for the view. See you soon. I promise.